Imagine the disciplined steel of the Roman legions, masters of the ancient battlefield. Now, picture them confronting the thunderous roar of Ottoman cannons, heralds of a new age of warfare. What if these legendary forces, titans of their respective eras, could meet? Separated by over 14 centuries, a direct clash was impossible. Yet, the question invites a fascinating comparison. We examine the legions at Rome's zenith, under emperors like Trajan in the 1st and 2nd centuries CE. We pit their system against the mighty Ottoman army of the 15th to 17th centuries, the age of Mehmed the Conqueror and Suleiman the Magnificent. The gulf in time is matched by a gulf in technology, crucially defined by gunpowder. This exploration is not about declaring a victor. The advent of firearms shifts that balance decisively. Instead, we delve into how these two colossal military systems achieved supremacy in their distinct worlds. How did they recruit and train their soldiers? What weapons did they wield? What strategies dictated their movements? How were these vast forces supplied? Join us as we dissect the Roman Legionary and the Ottoman Janissary, compare the piercing Pilum to the powerful Musket, analyze disciplined formations against combined arms tactics, and uncover the logistical genius behind empires. Prepare for a journey into the heart of military evolution. Behold the Roman Legionary, disciplined, uniform in iconic lorica segmentata, wielding gladius and pillar behind the large scutum shield. Contrast this image with the elite Ottoman Janissary, distinguished by the white Burke cap, often colorful attire, and armed with the game-changing Tufek musket and curved killage. How were they forged? The Roman was typically a citizen volunteer, signing on for 20-25 years of professional service. His training was brutally standardized, relentless marching under immense weight, earning the Marius's Mules moniker, complex drills, engineering tasks, fostering cohesion within the 8-man tent group, the Contubernium. The Janissary originated from the unique Devshirme, a levy of Christian boys, converted and intensely trained in Istanbul. Their loyalty belonged solely to the Sultan, forming his elite Kapakulu infantry. Initially forbidden marriage, their existence centered on the core, its identity reinforced by the sacred Kazan cauldron, which even denoted culinary ranks, and skills honed for marksmanship and siegecraft. Crucially different were the Sipahis. Ottoman feudal cavalry granted landholdings, timers, in exchange for service, providing lethal mounted archery and shock charges. Roman loyalty was layered to the eagle standard, legion pride, general, emperor, underpinned by harsh discipline. Janissary devotion was fiercely personal to the Sultan and their exclusive core, often imbued with the Ghazi warrior spirit. Sipahi loyalty remained fundamentally tied to their land grants and the Sultan's authority. The Roman legionary marched into battle armed with purpose-built tools of war. The heavy pilum, a specialized javelin, was designed with a soft iron shank. Upon impact, it bent, encumbering enemy shields and preventing reuse. In the close-quarters combat that followed, the short, thrusting gladius proved devastatingly effective within tight formations, complemented by the Pugio dagger. Protection came from the large, curved scutum shield, essential for formations like the formidable testudo, alongside segmented lorica segmentata armor and the distinctive Gallia helmet. Roman engineering genius also produced powerful torsion artillery, like the Ballista and onager, capable of hurling heavy projectiles, dominating siege warfare in the pre-gunpowder age. Enter the Ottoman Empire, and the battlefield transforms with the roar of gunpowder. The Tufek, a matchlock musket, became the core weapon of the Janissary corps. Despite its slow reload rate, its ability to pierce armor and its terrifying sound had immense physical and psychological impact. Yet, the true game-changer was the Ottoman artillery, meticulously managed by the specialist Topçu Corps. Their arsenal ranged from adaptable field cannons to truly gargantuan siege bombards, such as the legendary Basilic, commissioned by Mehmed II from engineers like Orban, capable of shattering the mightiest stone walls. Alongside these revolutionary weapons, traditional arms remained crucial. The powerful composite bow, especially for Sipahis and early Janissaries, and elegantly deadly sabers like the Kilij or Yatagan. Ottoman siegecraft also relied on specialized miners, the legumcular, who expertly tunneled beneath enemy fortifications. This was the Great Divergence. Rome's disciplined legions, armed with steel and supported by ingenious mechanics, facing an Ottoman force defined by the revolutionary power of gunpowder and artillery. On the battlefield, Roman tactics were a symphony of disciplined infantry power. Formations like the triplex aces allowed cohorts to rotate, delivering relentless pressure through waves of fresh troops. A devastating pila volley would disrupt the enemy, followed by an inexorable advance and the close quarters killing efficiency of the gladius. Roman siegecraft was equally methodical, involving systematic encirclement, or circumvallation, and the construction of immense siege engines. Their unique discipline extended to building a fortified camp, a castrum, at the end of each day's march. The Ottomans orchestrated a more dynamic, combined arms approach. Janissary musketry pinned the foe, creating opportunities for the thunderous charge of Sipahi cavalry on the flanks, all coordinated with powerful artillery support. Formations could adapt, sometimes employing crescent shapes to envelop their opponents, while the powerful sound of the meta-military bands played a crucial psychological role. Ottoman siegecraft was brutally direct. Massive artillery barrages shattered walls, paving the way for overwhelming assaults spearheaded by Janissaries, often supported by expert miners, the legumcula, working beneath the earth. Sustaining these armies required logistical mastery. Rome excelled through its unparalleled road network, control of the Mediterranean Mare Nostrum, standardized supplies, and the principle of Marius's mules, where legionaries carried much of their own kit, increasing efficiency. The Ottomans managed the colossal scale of their mobile army, the Ordu, a veritable moving city, through the extensive menzil network of supply depots, which doubled as an imperial communication system. Vast numbers of pack animals, especially camels, and river transport were vital, alongside specialist units like the Sebasi armorers and top Arabacalara gun transporters. The Ordu Bazaar, a traveling market, provided necessities. This logistical sophistication supported a diverse diet, often featuring bread, ekmek, rice, mutton, and culturally significant coffee, contrasting with the Roman soldiers' functional ration of grain, often consumed as porridge or hardtack, washed down with posca. A clash across 14 centuries remains impossible. Yet, the technological chasm is clear. Ottoman gunpowder, cannons, and muskets would likely devastate Roman formations before close combat could be joined. The Pilum rendered ineffective, Roman artillery hopelessly outmatched. But this comparison transcends declaring a simple winner. It's about appreciating unparalleled strengths, honed for their specific historical moment. Rome exemplified absolute discipline, heavy infantry dominance, methodical engineering, and logistical mastery that conquered the ancient world. The Ottomans, conversely, became masters of the early gunpowder era, wielding sophisticated combined arms, devastating artillery, revolutionizing siege warfare, and projecting immense power across vast distances. Both represent pinnacles of military organization, perfectly adapted to their technological reality. Their juxtaposition highlights technology's transformative power, yet underscores enduring military truths: discipline, logistics, and adaptation. Two giants, leaving distinct echoes through time.